Hello student, this is Pallab Darbari, your host, and you're watching Pallab Darbari classes. In this video, we will discuss Microeconomics class 11th, Producers Equilibrium. In this video, we will see what is Producers Equilibrium. Listen, a rational producers always strive to maximize his or her profit. Thus, the prime motive of any rational producer to undertake the production process is to earn profit and to maximize it. Maximization of the profit implies earning the highest possible amount of profit. The point where the producer is maximizing his profit is known as producer's equilibrium. In a very simple word, producer's equilibrium is defined as a state where the producer is earning maximum possible profit. Or in a very simple word, we can say that it is that level of output after reaching to which the producers are left with no whim to change the level of output. It means it is that level of the output after reaching to which the producer neither want to increase the production nor want to decrease the production. Why? Because it is that level of the output which provide him the maximum profit. So it is referred as the equilibrium. Why it is referred as the equilibrium? Because the producer has no incentive to move away from this point. As such, deviation will reduce his or her profit. Listen, there are two approaches of producer's equilibrium. How many approaches? Two approaches. The first one is TR and TC approach, and the second one is MR and MC approach. Let us see the TR and TC approach first. According to this approach, a firm maximizes its profit where the difference between TC and TR is maximum. What it means? It means according to the TR and TC approach, the producer will attain the equilibrium only at that level of output where the gap between TR and TC is maximum. When I say gap between TR and TC is maximum, what it means? It means the profit, that level of output which gives maximum profit to the producer. The producer will get the maximum profit when the gap between TR and TC is maximum. Here TR represents total revenue, TC represents total cost. Let us see the schedule and try to see what it means. These are different level of output. When the producer is producing 1 unit of output, TR is 5 and TC is 7. So here we can say that the producer is not earning any profit, rather he is suffering a loss. When the producer is producing 2 unit of output, the TR becomes 10 and the TC becomes 11. So here also the producers are suffering a loss. But when the producer is producing 3 unit of output, TR becomes 15 and TC also becomes 15, so the profit is 0. When the producer is producing 4 unit of output, TR is 20 and TC is 16, the profit becomes 4. Thereafter, the profit becomes 0. So the producer will earn the maximum profit when the producers are producing 4 unit of output. So what is producer equilibrium? The producer will attain the equilibrium when the producer will attain 4 unit of output. Why? Because when the producer is producing 4 unit of output, he is getting the maximum profit. So after reaching to this level of the output, the producers will left with no whim to change the level of the output. Neither the producer decrease the level of the output to 3 nor increase the level of the output to 5. So the producers will attain the equilibrium when the producers are producing 4 unit of output. Try to understand it through the graph. TR represent total revenue. TC is a inverse S shape. When the producers are producing OQ level of the output, the gap between the total revenue and the total cost is maximum. When the producers are producing OQ level of the output, the total revenue is EQ and the total cost is FQ. So here we can say that when the producer is producing OQ level of the output, the gap between TR and TC is maximum. So the producer will attain the equilibrium only when he will produce OQ level of the output. After reaching to this level of the output, the producer don't want to increase or don't want to decrease the level of the production, because as we have seen in the schedule, because if the producer want to increase, he will sacrifice the profit, and if the producer want to decrease, the same thing happens with him. So he want to be at the same level of the output, that is OQ level. The K and the M, they are the break-even point. The question is why the K and the M is called the break-even point, because at these points, that is K and M, TR and TC is equal. It means that the producer is neither earning any profit nor suffering any loss. Let us see what is being written in the graph. From the graph and the schedule, we can analyze that the total revenue is equal to total C at the point K and M. Here we can say both are equal, that is called break-even point. These point is called the break-even point, where TR is equal to TC, that is at these point the profit are 0. The maximum vertical distance, that is EF, between TR and TC happens at output level OQ. Therefore, it is the profit maximization or the producer's equilibrium point. Increasing output beyond OQ level will reduce profit. On the other hand, if the output level is reduced from OQ, then the profit will be lesser than the equilibrium profit. Hence, the point is the producer's equilibrium point, where the producer has no incentive to deviate. Now let us see the MC and MR approach. According to this approach, the firm will attain equilibrium where the following two necessary condition is satisfied. Condition number 1, MC is equal to MR. Condition number 2, after the equilibrium, MC should increase. Let us see the condition number 1. The condition number 1 says that the MR should be equal to the marginal cost. We try to understand this through two cases. Case number 1, when MR is greater than MC. Try to understand it through the graph. Y-axis represents MR and MC. X-axis represents output. MR is the margin revenue, which is parallel to X-axis. MC is U-shape. Listen, suppose the producers are producing OQ one level of the output. When the producers are producing OQ one level of the output, margin revenue is EQ1 and the marginal cost is FQ1. The producer will continue the production. Why the producer will continue the production? Because the producer sees that's the more profit he can earn. And producer will increase the production till OQ level of the output, where MC and MR both becomes equal at the point Z. So when the MR is greater than MC, the producer will not attain the equilibrium. Why the producer will not attain the equilibrium? Because after reaching to this level of the output, the producer had not stopped the production. Rather, the producer will keep on increasing the production. Fine. So when the MR is greater than MC, the producer will not attain equilibrium. Try to understand the case B. Case B says that if MR is less than MC, will the producer attain the equilibrium? Try to understand it through the graph only. Here we can say that MR is parallel to X-axis, MC U-shape. Suppose the producers are producing the production till OQ1 level of the output. Suppose the producers are producing the the production is at OQ1 level of the output. When the production is at the OQ1 level of the output, marginal cost is EQ1 and the marginal revenue is FQ1. Here we can say that the cost is more and the revenue is less. It means that the producers are suffering a loss. The producer will decrease the production till OQ level of the output. Why? Because till when the production will reaches to, or when the producer will take the production till OQ level of the output, MC and MR both becomes equal. And after reaching to this point, the producer will stop increasing or decreasing the production. So according to case B, when MR is less than MC, the producer will not attain equilibrium. Rather, the producer will attain equilibrium. It means neither increase nor decrease the production when MC and MR both become equal. So we can say that after going through the case A and B, we can say that the producer will only attain equilibrium when MC and MR is equal. Rather, they will not attain equilibrium when either the MR is greater than MC or MR is less than MC. Now let us see the condition 2. The condition 2 says that MR should be rising at the point of intersection with MR. Try to understand it through the graph. This is MR, which is parallel to x-axis. That is MC, U shape. M. Listen, according to this diagram, we can see that MR and MC both are equal at the point M and at the point C. According to the first condition, the producer will attain the equilibrium when MR and MC is equal. Now the question is, here the producer will attain equilibrium at the point M or at the point C. I mean, if the producers are doing the production till OQ1 level of the output, will the producer attain the equilibrium? Or when the producer will let the production till OQ level of the output, he will attain equilibrium. OQ1, the producer will attain equilibrium, or OQ, the producer will attain equilibrium. Listen, according to the basic conditions, what is the producer's equilibrium? Producer's equilibrium is that level of the output after reaching to which the producer will not change the production level. Try to understand it, try to see this. When the producers are doing the production till OQ1 level. When the producers has done the production till OQ1 level, both MR and MC is equal. But the producer will keep on increasing the production. Why the producer will keep on increasing the production? Because after this level of the output, the marginal cost will fall down. It means that the producer will, when the marginal cost is falling down, producer will see the opportunity to earn more profit. So the producer will keep on increasing the production. So this is the violation of the basic definition of the producer's equilibrium, because when the production is still OQ1 level of output, the producer will not stop increasing or decreasing the production. Here the producer will keep on increasing the production. So it is not the producer's equilibrium point. Now let us see if the producers are doing the production till OQ level of output. When the production is at OQ level of the output, both MR and MC is equal. After this level of the output, the producer will not increase the production further. Why? Because if the producer will take the chance of increasing the production further, we can see that marginal cost will increase. It means that if the producer think to increase the production further, he has to sacrifice his profit. So after reaching to this level of the output, the producer will not increase or decrease the production. So this point, that is C, fulfills the basic definition of the producer's equilibrium. So according to this, we can say that the producer will attain the equilibrium only when the marginal cost will increase after the point of intersection. Clear? So here we can see the two conditions are satisfied. First condition is both are equal, and second condition is after reaching to which the MC should increase. We can see over here, after this the marginal cost will increase. That's all I have in this video. Thanks for watching. God bless you all. Dear subscribers, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon so that whenever I upload the new video, you get the notification.